All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there toiling in His truth. I'm Pathaka Moth, GMS Dallas. And I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson, man. This right here that you see on the screen, I don't watch a lot of sports or sports broadcasts or anything like that, but this happened to come across my feed, and I clicked on it, man. You know what I'm saying? And because it said, as you can see, reacts to Stephen, or PTI reacts to Stephen Jackson's defending Deshaun Jackson's comments despite apology. And those comments, of course, if you've been paying attention to the news, Deshaun Jackson, the wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles, recently made a statement about us being the true Israelites, and he read some quotes or something, went into it, some quotes Hitler made or something. You know what I'm saying? But he's recently apologized. Like, this guy's gonna get into like twice. He apologized twice, man. Jake, man. Boy, they are so through, man. But Stephen Jackson came to his defense, man, and basically was saying that the things that Deshaun Jackson said about us being Israelites is true, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to go into a really quick hit lesson, man, because like I said, I saw this. I'm just going to play like a very short segment of this. That's all I'm going to need, and then I'm going to address a few things and I'll get into the scriptures. It's about 30 seconds or so of this, and just listen to the madness of these devils, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, man. But I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna get going. We're gonna get it started. So without any further ado.
All right, Michael. The other big story involves former NBA player Stephen Jackson, who has doubled down in his defense of Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Deshaun Jackson, even after Deshaun was publicly reprimanded by the Eagles for using his social media account to post anti-Semitic messages that Deshaun attributed to Hitler. Now, Deshaun has apologized twice, while Stephen Jackson said Deshaun was, quote, speaking the truth. Today, Stephen went on Instagram Live and continued his hateful rhetoric toward Jews, which included him saying, quote, I haven't said one thing that's not untrue yet. All right, Michael, there's a lot to...
And that's really all I needed from that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, first off, man, Semitic, man. This whole Semitic thing is just ridiculous, man. Where's Sem in the scriptures, man? You know what I'm saying? Noah had 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. It's not no Sem. So there are no Semitic people. They're Shemitic. And it really just throws me off how these devils think that they're the only ones, man. There are several Shemitic nations on the planet, man. But let me change that up, because I don't think these devils have a problem. Like, if a so-called Chinese man, comes to the understanding that they're so-called Semitic, which is really Shemitic, I don't think they have a problem with that. The only ones they have a problem with is when the real Shemitic people, the real Israelites, start claiming it, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent, man. That's when it becomes a problem, man. You got a lot of these so-called Negroes that are coming into the understanding that they're Israelites, man. And that's coming about by way of the prophets, the servants, the men of the Lord that are out here on these dangerous highways and byways week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? That are putting up these videos daily, beginning and starting with Apostle Tahar on down to like-minded men like myself who learn from these great men. Of course, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Racha, and Apostle Ramlab, and of course all of the elders, out there in New York, my elders here in Dallas, Yashawamba, Ariala, Yatazak, Arianaza, all of these great men that at least to me, they're great men. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned much under these men. So because of these men, you know, and like-minded men like myself throughout the four corners of the earth that's been bringing this truth out for however long they've been in it, you know, from 30 plus years, you know, to you know, some men 20, 15, 10, 8, you know, myself, I'm going on my sixth year. I've been 5 years in the truth, headed into my 6th year, you know. Well, I'll say 5 years that I can't started learning, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself actually coming into the truth, but for the last maybe going on my 3rd year, you know, so since I've been in the camp. So here in GMS Dallas, here in Dallas. But yeah, man, the things that these people are speaking is just ridiculousness, man, to the highest degree. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make another point, because he said that Stephen Jackson was spewing hateful rhetoric. Wow. Hateful rhetoric. So we've come to the point in time, you know, and in this story, which we know these things have to happen, but we've come to the point in time that to speak the truth is now considered hateful rhetoric, you know? And when you get into that word rhetoric, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't realize what that word actually means, but it means persuasive speaking. So these devils are trying to say that, you know, Stephen Jackson is using persuasive speech, you know, in order to what's the word? Convince maybe people that this is truth. Well, I got some for these devils, man. You know, we got something for you, man. We don't have to use rhetoric, man. We don't need persuasive speech. You know what I'm saying? Although the scripture do say through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't got nothing to do with persuasive speech. It's the terror of the Lord, man, because all we gonna do is gonna go in the scriptures in this Bible and tell you, thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thus said the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna deal with the prophecies, and we're gonna line up who's who and what's what according to those things, man. You know, and the truth will be revealed through that and by that, man. I'm saying, so we don't need no rhetoric. This ain't rhetoric, man. We don't need no persuasive speech, man. You know, and it's considered hateful, which is ridiculous, man. And that reminds me and takes me to my first scripture, which is you know, because a man is an offender for a word, man. You know, you speak truth in this society now, and it's considered hateful rhetoric, hate speech, man. That's ridiculous, man. This is Isaiah chapter 29, and I'm gonna start at verse 20, and it reads, "For the terrible one is brought to naught." And that terrible one is Esau, man. You know, you're going to be brought to naught, man. Y'all are going to be brought to naught, man. It don't matter what you do. You're through, man. You know, your kingdom is done. You're finished, man. You had a temporary, a carnal blessing that's fulfilled, man. You know, and the scriptures go into that. You know what I'm saying? Until the time of the Gentile be fulfilled, man. Which we're in that time right now, man. You know, y'all are through. You're finished. Isaiah 29 and 20. "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off." So y'all about to be cut off, man. That's just it, man. The scriptures say what they say, man. You know, but the Lord said his word shall not come back to him void, man, but it shall accomplish that whereto he sends it, man. Isaiah 55 and 11. Verse 21, "That make a man an offender for a word," man. You know, because Stephen Jackson said that everything that Deshaun Jackson said was true, and he went on to uphold that, man, which is truth, man. Which these people are learning from beginning with and starting with Apostle Tahar on down, the men of the Lord out here, the servants, the prophets, man. They're learning from them, man. They're getting this stuff from which they get from the Most High, directly from the heavens, man, by way of the scriptures, man, the Comforter. You know, Yahushua said he was going to send a comforter, man. He wasn't going to leave us comfortless. You know, he's still with us by the word, man, through the word, man, which is the Comforter. you know. But a man has become an offender for a word, man, and lay a snare for him that proveth in the gate. And who is that talking about? The elect, man. These men that I've continually been naming, you know, since I started this lesson. You know, the servants, the prophets, the men of the Lord out here bringing out these truths, man. Thus saith the Lord, according to the Bible, man, the scriptures, the prophecies, which Yahushai is the spirit of, man. Revelations 19 and 10, you know. So you have to be dealing with these things. So they lay snares for these men, man, you know, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught, man. And when you go into that word, naught, it's the ha, and it means confusion, unreality, or unreal, nothingness, empty space, vanity, man, you know. So, you know, something that's nothing, man, nothingness, you know what I'm saying? And it says, and turns aside the just for a thing of nothingness, you know, empty space. You know what I'm saying? Vanity, something unreal, you know. Y'all are not the Jews. You know, like we're talking some nonsense, man. You know, and we're coming out straight out the Bible, man, out the book, man. So how is it not the truth? How is it not real, man? How is it empty? Come on, man. These devils, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what they're trying to do, man. So you know, these devils. You know, you got these people in the land, these gutter rats in the land. You know, calling themselves Jews. And everybody want to try to uphold them, and nothing lines up. You know, these devils don't line up in any way with the Bible and prophecy, man. You know, but we do. You know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent, we line up perfectly to a T to the prophecies of the scriptures, man. You know, and when you really have an understanding of these scriptures, the scriptures clearly say that these devils and show you that they pulled a fast one, man. You know, the Lord ain't with them, man. So let's get a few scriptures real quick just to expose these devils, man. The Lord ain't with y'all, man. You know, this is Lamentations chapter 5 and verse 2, and it reads, our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. That's very clear, man. The inheritance of the Israelites, from the name all the way down to the land that they're supposed to possess and own, has been turned to strangers, man. That's what this is saying. Lamentations 5 and 2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. That's talking about you devils, man. You know, over there in the land, claiming to be the people, man. The inheritance and our houses to aliens and strangers, man. Boy. That's very clear, man. Let's grab another one. This is Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 5. And it reads, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen. So the Lord is calling you heathen, man. And he says in the fire of his jealousy, because the Most High, when you make the Most High jealous, terrible things happen, man. They happen. Bad things happen to you. You know, so the Lord said, therefore, thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, that which is Greek for Edom, which means red, the true red people, the true biblical red people on the planet, because there's only two color schemes in the earth, red and brown, man. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, man. The Edomites, that go back to your forefather Esau, which means wasted away is he, because he has no pigmentation. The Lord took his melanin, made you clean lepers, man. You know, so Idumea, Greek for Edom, you Edomites, you red people, man. The rednecks of the planet Earth, man. Turn red with everything, man. Which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. And that's exactly what y'all are doing over there, man. Trying to segment the land off to part Christian, part Muslim, you know, part Judaism or whatever y'all claiming over there. You know what I'm saying? But ain't none of the people over there right now, but they don't, none of them belong. The Palestinians, those are not the real Palestinians, man. You know, those are not the people, man. Those Arabs are Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? None of the people over there are the true people of those lands. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is in their rightful land right now. So the Lord said, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea. So all of y'all over there in that land, man, which have appointed my land into their possession. So you're not supposed to have it, man. You know, so these scriptures speak against you with all the joy of their hearts, but the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey, man. So all of y'all over there fighting over land that doesn't belong to you, man. You know, happy. You dang Jews happy as hell, you know, for not, man, you know, for nothing, you know, because it's going to come to naught. Let's get another one, man. This is Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 6. And it reads, and a bastard, Salakia, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, you know, because the Most High kicked those Africans out of the land, man. And it says, and a bastard was going to dwell there, man. And when you go into that and get to have the understanding of Ashdod, Ashdod is a city on the Mediterranean Sea, west of Jerusalem, man, in the Gaza district in Palestine, man. And it says, a bastard shall dwell there, man. That's you fake ass Jays, man. You know, you know, the scriptures are clearly against you. You're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. You know. And the Lord is going to kick you out of that land, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this. I'm not going to make this too long, man. You know, because you're not the people, man. You can say what you want, but you're not the people, man. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. And that these things are being revealed in these latter days, in these last days, man. Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. So the true Israelites, these are red letters, you know, the Messiah is speaking. The true biblical Israelites are in tribulation and poverty, man. Reading it again, Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And why is that? Because we're the people of the Lord, man. We're the people of the promises, man. You know, we're going to get everything. That's why we're rich, man. That don't mean literally, you know, because I actually dealt with a stupid preacher and he Christian pastor, and he tried to go to this verse and trying to prove that those fakes in the land were the true people. So they acknowledge that those people are rich, man. You know, they're rich, but that ain't what this is talking about. But thou art rich means it's not talking about with money and you know, owning the freaking radio stations and you know, Hollywood. And that's not what it's talking about, man. It's talking about because we're the people of the Lord and we're going to get the promises, man. It says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you get into that word blasphemy, you know, which means basically a lie, you know, but it goes deeper than that. You know, it actually goes into not showing respect or reverence, you know, for Yahushai, man. You know, and it uses words like impious or impious, you know, which means to slander, man, speak evil of, or evil speaking, man. So that's what you devils are doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You're the synagogue of Satan, man. You know, and you worship in synagogues, man. It's clear of who these things are talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord ain't with you, devil. Let me get one more, and I'm going to bring this to a close. I don't want to make it too long. This is Obadiah chapter 1, and I'm going to go to verse 10. I'm going to start at verse 10, and I'll drop down. And verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So you're going to be cut off. You devils are going to be cut off, man. That's it, you know. End of story. I'm going to drop down to verse 15 and read out through 18. Verse 15, for the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is near upon all the heathen. You know, that great and dreadful day is coming. And it's going to catch up 2/3 of you Jakes as well, of Israel as well. Because pursuing Zechariah 13:8, 2 parts have to be cut off and die, man. As thou hast done it, Salakia, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. So you're going to get everything back that you dished out and double, pursuing to Revelations 18. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. And when the scriptures are talking about drinking, it's talking about that cup, which the cup represents slavery, affliction. It says you're going to drink and you're going to swallow down, man. So you're going to get that. It's written. The Lord already spoke on that. Isaiah 55:11, man. And it says, and they shall be as though they had not been. So you're about to be put in a place or position in the earth that you haven't been in, man, which is slavery, man. You know, you're going to be getting afflicted and oppressed, man. Verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. So the southern kingdom, you know, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, is going to take your little plot of land over there, man. Primarily the Judites, man. You ain't gonna have nothing. You don't own nothing, man. That's all you. That's the only thing belongs to you, man. And you stole everything else. Verse 18. Here's the point. And the house of Jacob, southern kingdom, shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph, northern kingdom, a flame, and the house of Esau, you self-proclaimed so-called white people, for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Lord, has spoken it, man. So it's going to be a big ass bonfire. You can get burned up, man. Every one of y'all, man, woman, and child, man. End of discussion. Bang the gavel. Court is adjourned, man. That's it, man. So you people can try to talk, you devils can try to talk about hateful rhetoric, which is going to be the title of this particular lesson, man. I'm just going to title it Hateful Rhetoric with question mark, man. Because that's absurd, man. You speak the truth in this hateful rhetoric. Wow. You know, Esau is through, man. America is done. His kingdom is over. He's finished, man. So with that, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. You know, I just want to, you know, hey, that came to me. I saw that, you know, spirit hit me. I had to do a lesson, man. You know, scripture started coming to me. So, you know, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. With that, giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadat, Shalom.